What's up, guys? Welcome to the backside of the studio, I guess. This is our budget studio. We've got some stuff I'm going to go over here in a second. If you want to come around here and check out kind of our layout, we've spent maybe, say, with the mics, with the phone, everything that we have, maybe about $500 on the setup so far. It's a budget build. Yeah, it's a budget studio for now, and then as we get further along, we'll upgrade and keep you guys posted on all of our upgrades and things. We've got the studio light that keeps everything kind of nice. Just for whenever I'm filming something close range or something that we can do indoors. Most of our stuff is outside. In here we've got our fabrics here. This helps keep the film quality kind of high for you guys whenever we're filming in the garage.
1 million thread count.
I mean, it's a light absorbent fabric, so it kind of adds that nice contrast to your products or whatever you want to showcase. Like we did with the microphone video, Comica XD2s, which we're still using today, actually. They're great fucking microphones. Like, actually great.
Morton Salt on display there.
We're not sponsored by Morton Salt.
Sadly.
However, we do use it a lot in our prime fly killing machine. The old shotgun salt blaster. I think this is a bug assault shotgun. It's pretty sweet. We keep it loaded at all times just in case we have an intruder like this, you know. And you just kind of take aim here and oh, safety's on. See, we keep it safe in this area.
Safety first, then friendship. I hope freaking PETA's not going to get on us for that one.
Well, you know, if they do, I'll deal with that when it comes.
I'll have to get a hold of Ted and Eugene.
Something like that. But anyways, we keep this all pretty handy just in case, you know, some flies get in here. We got the Rare Bear up top, 90 mile an hour RC airplane. We like our RC stuff in this household. We've got a Corvette C7. I believe this is the it's a Z06 version, and it looks pretty clean. You can see these wheels are not factory, and underneath here you might be able to get a little taste of, let's pull this off here real quick. You can get a taste of what's kind of underneath there. That's a brushless motor. It runs on li-poly batteries, pretty standard little mini Z upgrades, stuff like that. Actually goes really fast. It's like 30 or 40 mile an hour car indoors. So it can get a little rowdy. We've got a drone shell up here, some vape tanks that we don't use anymore. You know,
Everybody's back to smoking.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll kick the habit eventually.
YouTube's stressful.
We got the McLaren sitting up here. We got a nice RC helicopter and just some extra bodies laying around, all pretty much for the Mini Z. We're all thinking about getting into the Mini Z stuff, so these are some bodies we got laying around. This is my electrical suitcase. We'll get into that on another day. There's just a lot of peripherals, cables, assortment of anything that I need when I'm filming. We've got running around here. Our table, our sanctuary, the round-ish table.
Yeah. Was that the name we landed on?
You know, you threw it out there on one of the past projects, and I think it's just stuck in my head ever since.
I love a win.
You know.
Of course, Grandmammy's.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you know, maybe not the highest quality materials to work with, but it's a starting point. We've got the Sooners chair over here. If anyone's an Oklahoma fan, this thing has seen better days.
Just like the team last year.
Yeah. Not avid watchers, but you know, we like to keep a little bit of spirit in the house, as it were. We've got the YouTube channel up, and we've got a little bit of description over our PC, which I'll just kind of go into detail. We don't really need to look at it. But we've got a AMD 3600X for a processor in there, 32 gigs of RAM, and that's running at like 32 megahertz. And then we've got the GeForce GTX 2070 Super. It's a NVIDIA card powering the GPU or whatever.
Yeah, however many RAMs you stole from your dad.
Well, it was 16. I had 16 originally in the system. Then when I brought it out here to become the editor of the family and doing all that stuff, I need a little bit more RAM for encoding. Then we've got the Denon home stereo unit. This thing's actually pretty sweet. I think it pushes about 150 per channel. It's a 7.2 channel home stereo system.
And that bad boy directs that bad boy.
Actually, you've got that running through the pass-through, the amp pass-through on there. So I think we saw this a little bit. If you want to squeeze over or if you want to go around, whichever way. And this is a Digital Designs amp, car amp specifically. And that runs, I think, 800 watts RMS to our 14-inch sub that's down there that you were pointing out a little earlier.
Just a revisit, because she's nuts.
Both of them are from Digital Designs. They're kind of local here. They have a local shop here in our town. And we like to work with them as much as possible. They do a lot of great stuff. I've had this speaker for 4 years and that amp for 6. And yeah, they're pretty kick-ass. I haven't had any problems with them the whole time. Never overheated, none of that stuff. We are having some power issues just because I'm not pushing enough legitimate DC current through there for the amp to pull. But we're going to work on that, probably get a capacitor and all that stuff put together. We've also got our in-house Bose stuff here, which, by the way, not sponsored by any of this stuff that I'm bringing up here, just showing you guys kind of what we have. I believe we got those from a pawn shop at some point. Found them in some storage Tupperwares, you know, some storage bins, and then fucking threw them all together. We put this space together actually recently within like maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of just thrown together, strewn about. This was just like a whole storage area, so we cleaned all that out. And
I didn't even know this entire area existed.
Because it was just covered.
That was just right where the couch is, like right in front of where the couch was.
Yeah, we've got a lot of a lot of stuff around here, which is good for filming, but you know, we got to make space somewhere.
I was gonna get your dad on the Hoarders show.
Yeah, this is an RC 5th scale truck actually, which is actually pretty sweet. It's close, I'd say, to being ready to drive. It's got real disc brakes in it. It's like pretty much as close to the real thing as you can get without purchasing a fucking full scale, you know, trophy truck. Which is kind of cool. RC, of course. And then I've got my assortment of headphones that I use to list truck. Of course, got our AA batteries just chilling here for whenever we need to re-up on any of our equipment. I've got a brush here. I use that for a lot of the detailing projects that we saw in the video before. You can pick these up for like $3. Highly recommend. They like work on tires. You can use them on fabric.
Inside of your shower.
I mean,
athlete's foot.
You know, whatever. Back scratcher. You know, whatever you need.
Don't take her to the nethers. That's a little rough.
It does get a little. I mean, just a touch. We've got some leftover speaker wire. Like I said, we threw this thing together in like a couple hours. We're all beat, tired from getting all the stuff moved out and put back in and all that.
A lot of stuff in that attic over there.
Oh yeah. You guys should have seen that in the Comica video.
Sketchy attic.
Just a touch of it at least.
There's rocks up there. We don't understand.
Then we've got the Snowball microphone, which we're going to start setting up. Once I get a hard-lined Ethernet cable out here, we're going to do some streams and things like that. So this will come in handy for when we're all sitting around the table and looking to stream and have a good time.
Yeah, we can't afford that many more Comica mics.
That's very true. Then we've got the headsets. If I'm alone, I'll just use the Sony's, but if I'm with other people, I tend to use my Logitech headset, both of which I have no complaints with, other than on this Sony one, which just a mild bug. This little input thing, like, I don't know if you guys can tell just from looking at it. Here, hold on. Actually, I do have an auxiliary cord. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Got plenty of auxiliaries. So when you go to stick this in here, the plastic on your auxiliary is usually too thick to go past that little port, and it doesn't plug all the way in, so it just kind of falls out. Only bug I have with these. They are Bluetooth, so you don't really need to use the aux cord, but it kind of removes the whole possibility of using it. It does come with a aux cable that works, but again, I am not exactly the most organized human being in the world.
A razor blade says I can make any option.
I was thinking a Dremel. I was thinking maybe a Dremel, just a fucking.
Seems like overhandling.
you know, make it look real clean and neat in there, and take a sander, sand it out a little bit. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever gets you there.
Exactly. Some more cables and stuff down here, but mostly this is like next project stuff, so I don't want to get too far into it.
Yeah,
but you might be able to.
Unveiling of that, right? Hey, man.
Yeah, this guy right here. We can't show that off just yet. Soon we'll be doing the RC boat paint job. We're gonna hydro dip that. That'll be a pretty cool video.
Yeah.
But other than that, this is the studio. Like I said, about a $500 budget, and then some leftover stuff. Oh, yeah, the charger.
Cutting short without mentioning the girl.
Well, you know, we gotta eventually get a video just on the Hemi, you know. But this is our, you know, $500 budget studio / hangout spot that we hang out in. If you guys want to see anything else or have anything else, just drop it in the comments and we'll let you know. But yeah, without further ado,
Please like.
Grab.
There we go.